Freudian slips are parapraxis, so these are errors in speech that are named after Sigmund Freud. A very interesting topic for us today, I might say.
We are the Happy Headers, and Sigmund Freud, I like Freud. He's kind of gone out of fashion a little bit now. I think as people have become more and more politically correct, and a lot of his theories, while they're sometimes being debunked, there's still a lot of truth to some of the stuff that he came up with.
And again, it's interpretation.
Yeah.
How his theories are interpreted.
Yeah. So, Freudian slips. These are slips of the tongue. He proposed that these were things, our subconscious mind. Our subconscious is kind of a basic, it's a non-logical, it's an emotional mind. It's not politically correct at all. and sometimes it's thinking different things, the kind of things that you wouldn't actually say to people, but you think them. And sometimes these things slip out inadvertently.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's the worst thing that can happen. Like, you're sitting there and somebody's talking to you and you just say something out of the blue and you're like, I didn't just say that out loud, did I?
Yes.
It's that catching yourself going, oh my God.
Yeah. Or as my friend Martin says, say it to yourself a few times in your head first before you say it. But these things catch you off guard.
Yeah.
And typically, a lot of the time, the kind of sexual innuendo or sexual connotations in them, because sex was so taboo, especially back in the day. I mean, people didn't talk about sex.
Yeah.
Even up until recent times. I remember my mother-in-law, she couldn't say the word sex. In a sentence, you just this blank, this gap, and like she breaks the kids and everything. I don't know how that happened, but people certainly of a generation before us, and even some of our generation now, maybe couldn't talk about sex because there was an embarrassment factor in it. So a lot of Freudian slips have got to do with sex and the things that people say. So
you have some good examples.
Some really good examples. So if you're easily offended, switch off now. There was one of them where a guy in the office was giving a presentation to work colleagues, and he was at a PowerPoint and he was pointing things, and he said, we're really focused now on having really great sex in the next quarter. I mean, sets of figures in the next quarter. But really, there was something going on between him and one of the other girls in the office. And that's actually what he was focused on. That's what he was looking forward to the next quarter.
God.
And that's what his mind was obsessed with. And it just popped out.
In the middle of the meeting.
In the middle of the presentation.
God, imagine.
Can
you be mortified?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or sometimes you tell somebody what you're really thinking of them.
Yeah.
But that's you and you say it in a messing way, but you really mean it.
Yeah. Or there's this waitress serving this bald man. He was completely, utterly bald, and she was trying not to think about it or anything. And he's having an egg, and she came up and she said, "Here's your boiled egg, sir." Boiled egg. Boiled.
Yeah, so that's a perfect example of what's going on.
Will be eggheads.
Yeah, she's trying to suppress that. Yeah, so it goes into the subconscious and then it comes out anyway.
It just pops out, yeah.
It's like a fucking flashback.
There's a thing called like a preconscious, where it's like the mind gets things ready to say. When you're having a conversation with somebody and they're saying something, and you stop listening to what they're saying, and you're prepping the thing that you want to respond to them with. That's the preconscious. Yeah. And sometimes some of the stuff that you're prepping, you can go, geez, I need to edit that. That has to be censored. That's not coming out. But your mind forgets that in the next thing it'll just pop out.
Oh my God. Yeah.
There was another one where a boss was having an affair with his secretary, and he was looking for assistance in doing something. He said, "Please, can you come over here quickly and give me a hand job? Help me with that job. Give me a hand with that job."
Keeps making it worse in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Or you say the wrong person's name during sex.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. That has to be the worst thing to happen, isn't it?
So it's a rule of thumb, go out with several people of the same name. Just stick with the one name.
You can't mess up.
You can't mess up.
Yeah.
The same name all the time.
Yeah.
Or give somebody the same name, same pet name.
Oh God.
All the time.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
Yeah, you can look at this one. There was a presenter on BBC years ago, Noel Edmonds was his name.
Okay.
Very, very popular, funny guy, but he used to do all of these, it was like live TV, and a lot of it was unscripted, but I've been doing different things. But there was one episode, if I can find it, I might post a link in the comments, where he was having his hair done. He had kind of a long hair and he had a beard, and the hairdresser, she obviously fancied him.
Oh God.
But she's doing his hair and he's talking to camera and whatever, and she's trying to get him to sit still, and she says, just sit still there now, and I'll just finish off with a blowjob. Blow dry. And she had said, and he just looks at the camera.
Oh my God.
And this is live TV.
Oh Jesus. Did that just come out?
It just kind of popped out there.
Absolutely amazing.
So I do think that the idea that we suppress things, and the more you try to suppress them, sometimes the more likely they're going to come out and just pop out.
Yeah.
I do think that's the thing. Although modern day psychologists would say, no, it's just you're fatigued, you're tired, you just say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
That there's nothing more to it.
Or it's tongue twisters or whatever, you just say it comes out wrong, or
I'm really
autism or something,
I'm really interested, Siobhan, in what Freudian slips our listeners and viewers had. The more embarrassing, the better.
Yeah.
Will you put them in the comments down below, like us, and subscribe to us, and we'll talk to you soon.